Welcome back, everybody, to The Roottrees Are Dead. This is episode 2. Last time, we got through, I think, 6 names. We got through the Rootree sisters, the tutorial. We also found Jim, we found Gwen, and we found Gwyneth. Now, I'm not comfortable enough to say that this is Elias, even though it probably is. Because there's 4 of them total. I know it's not Elias Jr., but I'm not willing to make that guess. I'm also not willing to guess that Carl is the 5th president, because I've only found, 4? Let's see, presidents? 3. We found 3. Okay. Let's see. I had a thought about that, actually. What if I type... I don't remember if I typed Roottree Candy Company. In 1959, there's a small blurb about Zach Morden, son of James and Gwendolyn Morden, and grandson of Elias Roottree, inheriting the candy. There it is. Okay. Zach Morden. Actually, let's just write that here. Zach Morden. And then let's move him. So he inherited it from... Elias had trusted me with carrying on his legacy. So he's number 2. Okay. Can we search Zach Morden? Oh, that's this. Okay. Okay. So that's at least 4. It would be nice to lock in that Carl's number 5. Can we find... Or that he's number 4. Let's see. Can I look up 5-piece? They host many advertisements. Okay, let's look up 5 pieces over here. No, here. 5 pieces. From marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces are the iconic candy sold by the Roottree Candy Company. Although they are no longer the company's only popular product, they still sell well to this day. 5 pieces are small, colorful, shell-coated. Yeah, we know. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination of maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. That's a book. We have our first book. Copy that. Book title. Charles Lee. Beautiful. This is part of a book series about all things... Oh, yeah. Can we grab number 1? Hey, there we go. This is a book about all things candy throughout history. It starts with historical accounts dating back to the ancient Egyptians and chronicles candy through the year 1924, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to a major misprint. Oh, we got 2. Okay. So this one is It's a Miracle. A modern candy for a modern society. Roottree's 5 pieces contain 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, M is for miracle berry. 1928, 6 years after the debut of 5 pieces. It states that the flavors are inspired by their children, and the order is grape, elderberry, cinnamon extract, melon, and miracle berry. We do have a miracle something or other on the notable Miracle Junior. Okay. So, wait, where was that? What was I looking at? This? Okay, 1928, and then this one's from 1924. It's from 1924, 2 years after the debut of 5 pieces. The author included it because of the spelling error on the word available. Available. It states the flavors are inspired by their children, and the order is grape, elderberry, egg cream. Egg cream? That wasn't it. So egg cream was in this one. Wait, what? Egg cream is gone. It's still based on their children? So, what? Where does this come from? Where did it go? Oh, did one of their kids like die? And they were so embarrassed. I don't know why they'd be embarrassed. Okay. Grape, elderberry, cinnamon extract, melon, and miracle berry. Okay, there's something here. There's something going on here. that they're different. Okay. Did I learn anything from that? I mean, I know the 5. Well, actually, I don't know the 5 because there's 2 different sets. Okay. Now this one is strawberry, power plum, chocolate. I might be weird for thinking this, but I think that chocolate candy and fruit candy need to be separated always. I don't want fruit with my chocolate. I just don't. I don't think you should mix them in. Because if you grab a handful, you're getting blue raspberry and chocolate together? No. No, no, no. That's my own thing. Okay, let's see. There are 5 slots. Maybe we look up miracle. Miracle berry. No. Miracle Junior. Well, spell it right. Okay, Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. is a televangelist. Okay. Hold on. Miracle Jr. I wasn't going to do him first, but we found something relevant, I think. Televangelist. Who's part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations in the northeastern United States. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in '79 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose revealed that it was his wife Edith's sister in a disguise. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the southern United States, where he was not well known before the scandal. A televangelist wasn't well known in the South? That's unlikely. Did they say it was local access? Okay, that makes sense. All right. So Miracle Jr. Let's see. Who's left for the stars? No one over here. So there's this one and this one. We know this is the author lady. So this must be Miracle Jr. Did I get a picture of him? No, I did not. Miracle Network. Can I get a picture? There we go. We found a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottree estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Roottree. Miracle Roottree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive this first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle, because they thought him... Oh, this is all good. This is all important. So this is Miracle Roottree. That's like the elder. Miracle Roottree Sr. Elias and Gwyneth named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. He was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight. I'm gonna put that. To spread the healing word of the Almighty. 23 years later, Miracle Roottree Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. He unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Okay, so Miracle Jr. is also... okay, so there's a flyer. They're all televangelists. Here we go. Oh, man. Miracle Third and his wife Nicole. Let's put that, actually. Miracle Third and his wife Nicole. I'm just putting this all under Miracle Jr. because I feel like that's where I'll look for these guys. Miracle Roottree, who the flyer says will make a special appearance. Okay, a flyer for the 3 Generations of Miracles tour. Okay, so they're all preachers. That's this guy. So this guy is Miracle Jr. He's a preacher. Okay. His wife Edith Jacobson. His son is Miracle Third. Yeah, his son. That's that guy. Preacher again. His wife Nicole. Nicole Madsen or Nicole Smith. Madsen was someone else. Was it Ernie Jr.? Madsen, yes. So Madsen isn't here. Madsen is somewhere else. If I search, actually, if I say Madsen, yeah, there's 4 of them. So Madsen's like a bigger family tributary, a family branch than Wilson, right? Oh no, wait, it wasn't Wilson. What was it? Nicole. Hold on. Nicole Smith. Is Smith a big? No, it's just her. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to make that deduction because we know that Madsen's a bigger thing. And the implication otherwise is that preacher Miracle Third is dating his cousin. And while that can be a stereotype of people in that line of work, people in the South, I'm not sure that's going to transfer into this game, so I'm not going to make that assumption. So I think that's fine. And then this is Miracle. Preacher. Yeah. Do we have a picture of him? No, we don't. Do you know his wife's name? What's Clergy Watch? Oh, okay. That just takes us back here. Miracle Network. There's no chance the Miracle Network is on Business Watch, right? Miracle Network. No. Okay. So I don't know his wife. I'm happy with these 2. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay, but we've got... Okay, so it's just Lauren Roottree, right? That's the last one? Yes. Okay, Lauren Roottree. Let's make a page for her. Okay. Author, we know this. A distant relative of the Roottrees sisters, A Life Between Wars. According to the website about famous authors, in the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty. Got it. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name. Okay. The selection of diary entries, released in 1965 as A Life Between Wars, spans the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with post-war world as a young widow and mother through the entry to Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found new life as an exercise in high school English classes to show an evolution in writing style. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottree. This included Romance in Court and the Court Jester series. She's listed as retired. All right, well, let's look up A Life Between Wars. And let's do Lauren got it. Seems you hit the jackpot here. This book occasionally taught in schools. What's going on? Wait. Oh, the sound is actually coming from the printer. That's very cool. So what just happened? Oh, we've got stuff. We got this. Oh, it's got... Oh, wow. That's a big book. We also have this. The 5 pieces. Famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Ooh, we have to... Okay, wait. There's so much. There's so much here. Do I snipe people's faces, actually? So we got... Can we grab him? Okay, we can grab him. What about them? No. Okay, the 5 pieces. We've got this. What's this? Lauren's diary. The next generation. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation for old times we took. Okay. So this is... I'm just farming faces right now. I should probably read these, huh? Let's read this one. This picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Okay, let's do Lauren Roottree. Pop. That's him on the left. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Okay. Let's do an Eli Jr. page. Eli Jr. Okay, and he designed a warehouse. Now I think that we have architect. We do have architect, yeah, so that's gonna be that. So Eli Jr. is an architect. Okay. Can I look him up in Business Watch? Eli Jr. Roottree. Nope. Nope. Okay. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it, and the 3 of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out later they didn't even take a second photo. So, Angie and Lauren were the same age as Miracle. We know Miracle's the youngest because he came 14 years later. So that's got to be Miracle. Ah, which means we have a photo of Miracle. There it is. Let's go. Okay. So we've got all the Miracles in one go. And we got both of 2 of their wives. Oh, here we go.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Did you burst them?
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottree reunion. I also found some important-looking papers.
Okay. We're getting a lot of stuff.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Okay. Great. What else did we get? Hang on. Ah, they turn gold here too. That's good. Let's just quickly... Oh, you know what? We haven't actually done Lauren. So we know Lauren's here. We know that's her face. This guy is there. Rafferty, right? Oh, there's tons of them. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's see. I was in the middle of something. What was I reading? I was reading this. Ah, okay. Mr. Morden was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. found out years later. So Aunt Gwendolyn. So this is Lauren. So Aunt Gwendolyn is up here on this line. And Pop is up on this line. Well, these are all the five. Okay, these are everyone in this picture. Right? The 5 pieces. So we know about a Gwendolyn. Let me do a page here. Just a new page when in doubt. 5 pieces. Okay, so we know Aunt Gwendolyn and Mr. Morden. Okay, we know Lauren's dad, Pop. We know Eli Jr., architect. We know Miracle, kid. Pirate kid, eye patch. So we're missing 1. Okay. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it. Yes. Okay. Damn, we have so much. Let's go back here. Let's go here. The below are notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren's diary. The book was published in 1965, consisted of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to 1965. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband, Jacob. Boom. Jacob Rafferty. Okay. Jacob died in the final months of World War II while Lauren was pregnant. This left her to raise her son Clark alone. I should be Lauren. Husband Jacob. Son Clark. Let's go back. Clark Rafferty. Boom. Okay. Clark's a menace. He has all sorts of stuff going on. Okay. Lauren never remarried and only had 1 child. By skimming the pages of the diary, you glean the glean? Is it glean? Or is it gleam? Gleam is like shine. Never mind. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Her mother's family name is Cossel. Oh, good. Let's say mother's family is called Cossels. And let's go see how many of them there are. So that's Pop. So this is Sarah Cossel. Beautiful. Okay. Her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer. Well, let's... Hold on. Let's make sure we highlight everything. For the Roottree Candy Company and helped write a legal document called the Clance Trust. Okay, this is all very good. Oh, didn't she say... Hang on, didn't she say who Pop was? No, not this. This. That's him on the left. So that's... Here we go. Boom. That's Pop. Lawyer. Okay. So we know that... Well, we know Eli Jr. Doesn't Eli Jr. have to be the first son? Oh, yeah, so there's 2. There's 2 choices. Okay. Oh. Could she be doing a thing where she says, like, Pop, and then she suddenly switches up and says Eli Jr., even though she's referring to the same person? Possibly. Son Clark. Can I look up Clark Rafferty? A few fan sites for the band Jim and Diamonds seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. Seriously? Wait. I feel like on the one hand, let's do Clark Rafferty, because he also had a couple of marriages, so he's going to be an interesting fellow. Let's do that. Jim and Diamond. Okay, let's look up these times. There we go. A band called C&J and J&D. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Okay. Someone under the username Die Hard Dazzler scanned the cover and noted that it cost him over $200 at auction. Jim Roottree and Diamond LaRue's first song together is performed with Jim's cousin. Okay. We can listen to these times.
Life is life, love shall be, me for you, and you for me.
Okay, no. Let's... Okay, we got faces, though. Huh. Now... Ah. The letters in the flowers. C and J. J and D. So we know who these people... Who's J? Who's J? Okay, let's look up... Let's actually look this up. That's what we just were at. Can we do that? Here? Skip It or Flip It has short, pithy blurbs about new records. An album called These Times is listed under Skip It. A new single from C&J plus J&D, Clark Rafferty, Jim Roottree, and the two of the LaRue sisters. Okay. Okay, amateurish folk style. Oh man, this feels like a whole thing I don't really want to go down at the moment. Oh man. Should I do it now and get it over with? Or should I keep pressing on this guy? Because I worry that if I don't come back to this diary, I'll forget. Let's see. So this is Clark Rafferty. C and J, that's him. And he's a musician, right? Okay. Yeah. Let's see LaRue. There's a Jane LaRue. There's a Kim LaRue. Oh, and then there's Rafferty LaRue Jessica and Rafferty LaRue Katrina. Is that them down here? A Rafferty LaRue. Yeah. Right? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not willing to guess that, but that's where my head's at. Let's see. Are there others? Chris Rafferty. And then there's two Rafferty LaRue. So I'm going to think that this is Chris Rafferty. And these are the Rafferty LaRue hyphenated kids. Okay. I don't know the order. I don't know what's going on with all this. But there we go. Oh, you know what? I could do J and D. J and D. Okay. Still haven't found the president. The presidents. Okay, let's go back. I want to go back to this guy. Son Clark. Clance Trust. It's clear from context that the Rootrees have internal shorthand names for the different generations. 5 pieces. Yeah, the next generation, Lauren's generation, and the Free Spirits. Okay. That's beautiful. We have a 5 pieces page already. I'm gonna put EC. Well, hold on. Let's put G, because we've got this. Wait, we've got this. We got the list. This one. We got 2 lists. I'm going to put both. So, G, E, E, C, C, E, M. But we also have the other one, which is this one, which is G, E, C, E, M, and M. Kid order. Okay. Well, G is first both times, and we have a Gwendolyn and Mr. Morden. Is there a Gwendolyn Roottree? Gwendolyn Morden. But that wouldn't be her maiden name. Her maiden name would be Roottree. Okay. And then both lists agree that E is next. Oh, are we going to get Elias C? Is that what EC is? Okay. I don't know, but we also have... Okay, so we have Eli Jr., Miracle. Miracle's at the end. This is Miracle. We don't have to even question that. So there's someone else. There's the other M. Okay. An entry entitled Complaints from Lauren's Diary. One of Lauren's family members, Gwen. Okay, yes, we know about Gwen, the actress. It seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwen, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers. Let's put that. Isn't there an unknown male? Unknown male. Unknown male. Does it limit the list? No. Oh, that was something I wanted to look at. Does the list... Yeah, the Raina and Riley are delisted, so that means we are getting a smaller list as we go. Which is why it's so important to go after low-hanging fruit. Okay. Okay, so they're all males. Okay, we're talking about Gwen. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. During the summer, where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot. Aunt Margot. M. Aunt Margot. It's up a level. There it is. That's the other M. So... yeah. So M... Margot Light Roottree. And that's her maiden name. Yes. Okay. I should be highlighting this stuff. Aunt Margot. Let's go back to the picture really fast. The picture, this. And highlight Aunt Gwendolyn. Just so I know where I got that info from. Mr. Morden. Okay. Mr. Morden was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Didn't we have a Morden? Was it Presidents? Zach Morden. Okay. So, Morden. Gwendolyn was there with Mr. Morden. If I say Morden. Oh. Angelica, Caroline, Gwendolyn, James, Zachariah. I want to say Zach was down 1. Let me do a quick refresher here. Zach Morden. Son of James and Gwendolyn Morden. Boom. Beautiful. James. Okay. Okay. I hoped she would be the sister I never had, and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. Hold on. That's big. Wait, no. Lauren. Oh, did I type? Whatever. Because what I know is in this photo, there's a blonde chick. So that's got to be Aunt Morden. Not Aunt Morden. There. Boom. What did she do? We've placed everybody from... Oh, so this must be her. This must be him. There we go. Both lit... Ah. Is that EC? Is EC under there? Is that why there's still technically 5, even though there was 5 and then there wasn't 5? Well... CE is on both lists. Before Margot. Right? Hold on. 5 pieces. CE is on both lists. Before Margot. Who's CE? If I say Roottree. Clancy Edward. I'd rather... Let's do a little... Let's corroborate that. Let's say Clancy Edward. Show me that he's a lawyer. The Clanced pronounced Clansed. Trust. Oh. Unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward. Clansed. Clancy Edward. Who was Elias's son and the Roottree Candy Company's head lawyer. It's all coming together. Clancy Edward. Is that not 3? Oh, I don't know what the ants did. Eli Jr. was in the picture. Eli Jr. is the only one unaccounted for. That's got to be Eli Jr. Elias Jr. And didn't he design the warehouse? Yeah. So he's the architect. Boom. Let's go. I believe a booyah is in order. Sarah Cosell, Jacob Rafferty, James Morton. Pictures. Booyah. Booyah. Okay. If I can find out what the women did. How she's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me. Even now, from my coffee table, she gets to be in Starlet. Ooh. Is that a magazine? Starlet? It is. Boom. And tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottree woman to be anything other than a housewife. Oh, no way. Did you just give me 2 at once? Oh my god. It's all coming together. Can I get someone else? Oh, you know what? Let's get her husband. Because now we have a new periodical. Starlet. Gwen. Our husband's not a... Okay, whatever. Gwen Roottree is often a starlet. Pregnant again. We know she has 2 kids. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall. Linus Cornwall. Okay. And then her... Does this not say... My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself. But Wild combined with the alliteration Williams is incredibly memorable. Although we've relocated to Paris, I know your readers love to keep up with my husband, so consider this a Starlet exclusive about both of us. Wild Bill and I have a child on the way, and we're sticking with Roottree for the last name, not Williams. But we also plan to lean into alliteration. That's how we'll honor both of our families. Okay. So, another matrilineal marriage. Now, Roottree. Robert and Ronald. These are going to be her kids, but we don't know the order. Let's go back. Let's put that though. For Gwen. Ron / Robert. Sons. Let's link this actually. Let's just highlight alliteration. I'll also put Cornwall there, even though I've already locked that in. Now let's see if I go Wild Bill Williams. Under his real name, Walter Forsyth. There we go. Walter. Okay. Can we look at Robert Roottree? No. What about Ronald? What about just Rob? Nope. Ronald. Nope. Okay. I don't know if they were in the business, but... Oh, actually, let's look at Ronald's Roottree. Nope. Robbie? Rob? Okay. We're on our own. Okay, if I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? Well, the irony is she's probably making more than Gwen is. Gwen, because she's selling books to high schools. She's like Princess Hall. She's making that Princess Hall money. Okay, we're almost done here. I do want to wrap up, but I want to get one last little burst of people. Do I know his wife? Let's not get distracted. So we got him. We got him. We don't know his wife. Clark Rafferty didn't trigger here. Let's go to periodicals. Let's go to here and say Clark Rafferty. What about Jim? First band. Ah, here we go. With my cousin and his ex, Clark never knew his father, so our grandpa insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Okay. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters, so the four of us had a sort of cutesy family band thing going on. Not our finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister, everything exploded. No more family band. The only thing Clark and I had in common was music, but even then, we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes, something you hum a week later. I've been told rolling is like that, but that wasn't my goal. When he called me up and said he liked it, I took it as a sign I was going in the wrong direction. That made him laugh, but I'm trying to make art. Boo. I don't mind saying any of this because he'd agree. For most of the decade, he was a mess, but he's a lot happier now. He started Raffer tunes. He's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. One of the benefits of our famous family is a massive company willing to be a client. That's how my father was connected to Roottree. All of his old ad campaign. Aha. Ad campaigns. Now, hung the walls over the record player, but I was never interested. I just went straight for the music. I guess Clark was paying more attention. So, that's telling me two things. That's telling me that this guy is in advertising. But so is Clark. Right? What's Rafferty's? Rafferty's. Clark Rafferty LaRue, advertising firm. Inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign. Oh, it's come full circle. Below that is more detail. Clark was at a department store getting a family portrait. Oh, the ad is real. You need a rest. Is this him? Oh boy. Well, we'll snipe all their faces. Katrina to calm down. Okay. I'm getting a lot all at once, right? So, are you an ad man? You must be. Okay, good. But you know what? Right here at the end, I think I can grab another 3. Beautiful. Okay.
You're listening to
Oh my god.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottree's belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Is that crazy bitch handing off stolen goods? It's this, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, water damage. We're in possession of stolen goods. Now if they come knocking on my door, I'm totally throwing her under the bus. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh, I think we can only get these 2, can't we? Because we saw here. Oh, did it restart it? Oh, it reset everything. I don't have my Rafferty's. There we go. Youngest Katrina. That's what I was getting at. So, we know these are Rafferty LaRue's. Katrina's the youngest. And therefore, that one. And we know this is Rafferty LaRue Jessica. And therefore, that one. These are kids? Child? No. Kid? Student K through 12. Same with you. Okay. So that's 2. Now, let's think about this. This is the latest, right? This is where he ended up. Oh, by the way, let's add his other photo there. I'm glad I used this one instead of poor Astrodome there. But I gotta be careful about running over. But anyways, these 2, okay, so these 2, they're still LaRue. So he was with Jane and then was found with Kim. Just the other one, right? And then that's where he ended. So I don't think it's Jane Kim. Because then why would they have LaRue? So I think it's Jane. And we should have her, yeah. And then Kim. Boom. Okay. I don't think I can rush one more. Do I have another picture of him? No, I do not. Okay. Well, I don't get to end on another deduction, but I think that we're good here. And next time we will continue playing. Oh, right. Still not willing to enter it. We'll just have to process of elimination it. Okay. All right. Next time we'll figure out if Carl's the 5th president. And we'll continue nailing down the Roottrees. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and have a good day.